Dan Willis here, and we're talking about how to dispute your credit report, and specifically the big challenge. Now, the biggest challenge is getting the credit bureaus to find your dispute valid, and subsequently they'll conduct an investigation. We discussed the 3 ways. If you happen to miss that, it was an earlier video. We'll include the link in the description below, the actual process to your dispute. But once the credit bureaus get your dispute, the biggest challenge is to get them to investigate it. They are virtually guaranteed to find your dispute frivolous. And when they do this, they're going to request that you send them additional information. And you should comply and do respond with the additional information. But the reason the credit bureaus are virtually guaranteed to find your dispute frivolous, beyond the fact that they receive an estimated 8 million disputes, but the credit bureaus don't earn any money when they investigate your dispute. There are no profits. There is no revenue. That's why the government felt it necessary to pass laws that require the credit bureaus to do this. But let us be clear, the credit bureaus are just like your local coffee shop. They're just like Target. They're just like your grocery store. They must earn profits to have that business. But a lot of folks think the credit bureaus are the government, or that they have a vested interest, or there's something for them to benefit and some gain for the credit bureaus to investigate and correct an item on your credit report. There is not. It is fully 100% legal for the credit bureaus to have inaccurate information about you on their credit reports. 100% legal. Totally legal. In short, that's the reason why our government passed laws. We're going to share some more here in just a moment. But first, if you'd like some help, you can get a free credit consultation by calling toll-free 1-877-418-7596. As an example, in just 2013, Julie Miller, she filed disputes for collection items. It was a stranger's debt collections that were showing up on her credit report, her Equifax credit report. So she filed the disputes with Equifax, and as predictable, they responded by saying her disputes were frivolous and that she needed to send more information. So over the course of the next 2 years, she sent pay stubs, she sent W-2s, she sent hair samples, she sent DNA, she sent everything under the sun, and they still didn't fix the most obvious and egregious of errors, where if any human being was looking at it, she had stellar credit before. They would have easily been able to see it and figure it out. I mean, it's pretty simple, common sense stuff, but 2 years and they didn't do it. So she was awarded $18.6 million against Equifax in 2013. That's just an example. We can buy stock in 2 of the 3 credit bureaus right this minute. That is one of the biggest industries in our country. Further, 60 Minutes, around the same time in recent years, they did a report looking at exactly this, and they have done this in years past. They did a report, and it was just shocking. The attorney generals from different states started getting involved, and the credit bureaus do claim that they've changed their ways. However, for anybody who pays attention longer than 3 minutes, they've seen, and you've probably seen, the credit bureau has been fined over and over and over and over and over and over again by our government for violating consumer rights. This is law that they passed that require the credit bureaus to do this. If you'd like some help, you can get a free credit consultation by calling toll-free 1-877-418-7596. Now, we talked earlier here in this last video about the 7-year max and the minimum. The point here, and just in case you missed that, 7 years is the maximum amount of time you have to live with an item. There is no minimum amount of time that any item has to stay on your credit report. There is no minimum. And if you're working to improve your credit score, the fact is the credit dispute process is a very effective and useful tool. But to fully clear your credit report, which is incredibly useful when it comes to improving your credit score, you're most likely going to have to exercise additional consumer rights. Specifically, one of the biggest is the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. That's incredibly powerful, especially if you have any current open debt collections you're dealing with. And we encourage our members to consider professional credit help. There's very many legal, affordable, and legitimate firms, including the credit pros. They require a small upfront payment, first work fee, and then after that, the only time you pay is when they successfully remove items from your credit report. And that first work fee, it's refundable if for some crazy reason they aren't able to remove items from your credit report. In other words, the only time you pay is when they actually clean up and get these dings, these negative items off of your credit report, which is incredibly useful when it comes to your credit score. We have much more we'd like to share. If you'd like some help, you can get a free credit consultation by calling toll-free 1-877-418-7596. Again, that's for a free credit consultation, and the toll-free phone number is 1-877-418-7596. This is Dan Willis. We're going to include a link in the description below over to an article at our website for the full story. We also have a free report available there, the 7 proven ways to boost your credit score. Please subscribe and join our congregation. Have a wonderful day, and looking forward to talking to you again here soon.